welcome to Lovely Lovebird Designs. In this tutorial I'll be showing you how to make a tricycle on the rainbow loom. You can see the two tricycles in the front. The one on the right is pink with white wheels and the one on the left is red with black wheels. And I tried to design the red one to look like a radio flyer tricycle. And you can see the size difference between the bike and the background, which I also have a tutorial for. And they're really cute and they're really lovely. So let's get started. I want to show you the one that I modeled after the radio flyer. It has the black wheels and the back ones are smaller. And you also have this part and the seat. And I put streamers on it, but if you don't want streamers, you don't have to have the streamers. And I put a little bell here too. You don't have to have that either. And I used gray for the chrome part. You can use whatever color you'd like. And I also added a spoiler. And also for the pink one that I used, I didn't add a spoiler. So this is what it looks like without a spoiler. It's still really cute. And I added a bell with the streamers too. So you will need around 122 bands, give or take. And I will have a little annotation right here telling you what color and how many. So let's get started. And we're going to make the wheels first. You're going to need a single loom, arrows facing down, straight configuration, and we're going to make the big wheels first. So I'm going to use black for the tire, white for the metal part, or you can use silver if you want, and I'm going to use red for the little inner band. And I'll show you also how to make these cute little petals at the end too. So I'm going to use black, and you're going to do a single and a twist upon itself, and you place it on the loom right on this pin, connecting to this pin. Then we're going to make another single twist, and the majority of these tricycles are these single twists to get the lines correct, and this is the only part on the back part that are double. So, and then you also need 5 C-clips to connect everything together also. So another single twist, and we're making the big wheel. Okay, we're just going down and right there. And do one more. Okay, then we're going to make one more connecting band right here. Single twist. Now we're working on the left side, going down. And then finally connecting this pin to this pin. Okay, so now we're going to get the middle. I'm going to use the white bands. So I'm going to use white right now, and we need 4 of them. And you're going to get this pin. Here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're going to do number 3. And take a single, place it on the loom, and just like that. Then we're going to take another single, place it to the right, then another single, place down, and then another single going to the left. Now the middle, I'm going to use red to mimic the radio flyer. You can use whatever you'd like. I'm going to take red and just wrap it around this middle pin 3 times. So 1, 2, and 3. I also made a wheel that was all white. So this is what an all white wheel looks like. So, and then we're going to loom the white part right now. So we're going to try to grab this band and connect it to here. Now we're going to try to grab this band Now we're going to grab this band and bring it over here, and then finally the top band. Okay, so it should look like this with all the teardrops. And now we're going to place a little capping band right here in black or whatever color your tire is. So I'm going to take a single, wrap it around 4 times. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, so this is what it looks like. Now we're going to start looming, and we need this band, and I'm just going to go right down and bring it to the left. Okay, now we're going to grab this band, bring it to the right, and now I'm going to loom forward. Okay, now I'm going to bring it to the middle pin, and I'm going to repeat on this side. So I'm going to loom forward here. Okay, so now you need a single black band, and you're going to make a little slip knot on the top. Okay, bring it right in the middle. Make your little knot, and this is what it should look like. So now we can slowly take it off the loom. Now these are tight bands, so try not to be too rough with it and they won't break. I made a couple of these tricycles and I never had a snapped band. Okay, so keep this middle one on here. Now you want to put your hook right through, pull it off, and keep it on there, and now you're going to hide this within the tire. So I'm going to place it back on the hook and just bring it right through. And now do that a couple times. Place the hook back through the little tire, the black part, and bring it right through. You're just basically hiding that excess band within the tire. So you can go around a couple times just as long as you hide it. So you can stretch out the bands, and this is what your tire, your big tire, should look like. It's round and it has the metal part and the middle part. Okay, so now we're going to make the smaller tires. So I'll place the big tire right there. Smaller tires are easier, and we need around 8 bands for them. So we'll just place a couple bands right here, and we're making 2 of them. So single twist, place it on the loom, and we're just working down. Okay, so it's 3, 4, and 5. 6, 7, and number 8. Okay, now we're going to use another band, capping band, wrapped 4 times around. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we're going to loom forward. And we're going to be making 2 of these. Okay, place your hook right through the top. Take it off the loom. Stretch it out. Now you're going to have 4 little bands at the end, because those were your capping bands. Put them on the hook, so it looks just like that. They're just on the hook right now. Take another single black and place that little tire on that single black. Make a slip knot, and there you go. So now to hide this one, I just place my hook right through and just wrap it around a couple times until you get like a little bit at the end, and then you can place your hook right through it just like before. Grab that little excess, and then you can tuck it into the tire to hide it. Okay, so now you have a perfect little circle. So we're going to do that one more time. So I'm going to grab another couple bands and 8 going down. Single twist. So if you made the bicycle already, you know that I did it in different sections, and the tricycle is the same thing. We're building it from the ground up. So we're going to make a couple different sections and then tie it all together. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Okay, single, 4 times around. Push that down and we can start looming up. Okay, now we can take it off the loom. Stretch it out, bring it back on the hook. So it's all those little four little bands. Then we're going to take a single, place the wheel on there, make a slip knot, and then wrap that around the tire. Okay, so I have my little end piece. I'm going to go inside the tire, grab it, and just tuck it in. Okay, so I have number 2. Okay, so now we're going to start and making this part the front part of the bike. Okay, we're going to make this part of the bike now, and if you want to make the pink bike, you can change the colors from red to pink, or you can do purple, blue, any color you like. You don't have to use gray, you can do whatever color you'd like for that too. So I'm going to do red and gray and white. So we're going to do a single and twist it upon itself, and it's arrow facing down, straight configuration. Okay, single, twist. Now we're going to the white part, and it's going to be 2 bands. So it's going to be single, twist, and they're all single twists. Now we're going to connect this pin to this pin. Okay, we're going to repeat on this side. So go back to red. One more. Now to white, 2 whites. Okay, so now we're going to red again. It's going to be 2 reds. Okay, so now we're going to gray, which resembles the chrome part. And I'm going to flip it to this side so we can show the rest of the loom. So this is a lighter shade of gray. So we'll put 2 here. Then we're going to put 1 here and 1 here. So I'm going to do another single twist. So these are all still single twists. Okay, so now we're going to do 2 more bands. These are the handlebars, the chrome part of the handlebar. And we'll go back here and finish the gray. Okay, so now I'm going to do the red part of the handlebar. So we're switching back to red. It's a very detailed piece, so if I'm going too fast, you can press pause or slow it down, but try to do every step that I'm doing, because it does work out. Okay, another single twist. Okay, cap and bands. 4 single, wrapped 4 times around. 2, 3, and 4. Single, 4 times around again. 3 and 4. And this is what it should look like. So then we're going to start looming. I'm going to go on a little diagonal here. Move these out of the way. So I'm going to start looming the right side. And just looming forward. I'm going to bring this to the left, right to this pin. Now I'm going to come back down here. Okay, again, we're going to grab this band and bring it to the right. Now I'm grabbing this band, I'm going to push that down. Okay, I'm going to bring it back this way. Okay, so now the band I'm grabbing is this one, which is the uppermost band right here. The white. And then another white. And still looming forward. Now the left side. Okay, so this is what it should look like. So now I'm going to take it slowly off the loom, starting down here. Okay, so I'm not going to put a capping band or anything on these. So this is where you need your C-clips. This is where you put the big wheel that we made before. You need one C-clip, first of 5. So I'm going to take this off, and then I'm going to take this one off, put the loom to the side. So we'll take one off, and we're going to place one C-clip on this end to connect these bands. Okay, so it just looks like that. Now we're going to, here's the red part, we're going to place the C-clip right through the red part. Now we're attaching the wheel. Okay, so it's going right through. Then I'm going to grab the bands on here and place it back on the hook, or you can use your fingers. And this is where it gets very detailed, just attaching all these C-clips together and building the bike. So we want to bring the wheel down like this, then place the C-clip and just place those bands on that C-clip. Okay, just like that, so it's easy. Then place that C-clip right in the middle of that wheel, and you have your attached wheel, just like that. Now these are your handlebars. Stretch it out. They're a little bigger because the radial flyer bikes are a little bit bigger. Now these red, I like to bend it a little bit like this, so it's bent, so it's not like straight like this. So I'm going to just bend it so the red is to the side. Okay, so this is your first part of your build. So we built this part, and now I'm going to show you how to attach the back wheels and make this back part. So we have this part all done. We'll put that to the side, and now we're working with these 2 little wheels. And we need 2 C-clips for this. So 1, 2. I used red bands for this middle part. If whatever color you want to use, you can use that. So I need 2 red bands and a hook. So take your wheel, and you can pick any part of the wheel, and you bring the wheel in a little bit and just find 2 little bands on the inside of the wheel. Let me hide the band again. Okay, so I'm going to go inside the wheel and just find 2 little bands, and then place the hook right through. Okay, so here's 2 little bands that were in the inside of the wheel. Now I'm going to go straight across, and you can use the hook to measure it. And I'm going to find, I don't want to grab 2 little bands up here. I don't want to grab them here. I just want to straight across, like a 180-degree angle, just straight. And I'm going to grab 2 little bands here on the inside. So it looks just like that. Now I'm going to grab my red band, a single twist upon itself, place it on the hook, place it through those little bands, then place that red back on the hook, and we're going to get a C-clip. So you can pull that and place your red bands on that C-clip. So it's a very detailed piece. Okay, so once your C-clip is attached, you can pull that hook out. Pull it just like that. Now you can push the hook, the C-clip into the wheel, and you have a little wheel. So we're going to do the same thing with this one. So I'll place my little wheel there, and I'm going to do the same right here. So I'm going to go on the inside and find 2 little bands, any 2. Okay, there's my 2. Then I'm going to go straight across to the other side and grab 2 other little bands. So there's that. And I think it's a little bit too low here, so I'm going to not do those 2 bands and just go up a stitch. So it'll take time, but it's so well worth it. So here, that one looks better. So I'm going to grab my red, single twist, place it on the hook, then place the red back on it. Now I'm going to grab my C-clip, and place that red on the C-clip. So I got one side done. And another. So once you know it's all on there, you can take your hook away, stretch it out, place that C-clip back inside the middle, stretch it out, and you have a cute little wheel. So you can stretch it out, make sure it's round. So place the 2 wheels here, and the bigger wheel over here with the front attachment. And now I'm going to show you how to make this part and then attach the wheels to that part. So you need your loom, and it's going to be same configuration as before. You're going to use doubles now, so it's no longer single, it's double. Place it on the loom on this pin, then place it on a diagonal. More doubles going down. We're going 4 stitches down. And then we're going to work on this side. Okay, and then diagonal. Okay, now we're going to do 3 structural bands. So 1, 2, and 3. It's a single, twist, place it on the loom to connect these 2 pins. Single, twist, on the loom to connect those 2 pins. Single, twist, and on the loom to connect that. So this is what it looks like. Now you're going to need a sacrificial band, which you're going to break. So I'd use a different color other than red. So I'm going to use a white. You're going to break this. You're not going to use this in the piece. So we can wrap that around just 3 times. Okay, now we can start looming. I'm going to grab this one first on the diagonal. It's the uppermost. And then just working the way up. Okay, now we'll work on the right side. So this is what it should look like. Now I'm going to take it off the loom, keep it on the hook. Okay, stretch it out. Okay, so now we have this bunch of bands right here, and we have a C-clip. So we're going to grab these bands, it's going to take some time because it is a lot, and put them on the C-clip. They do fit. So pull the C-clip out so it looks like this, and then just place them on it. Okay, so I have 3. I need 3 more. And they do fit. Okay, so I've got them all on there. You can take it off the hook now. I'm missing one, ran away. Okay, so they're all on there. Now pull the wheel on top of that C-clip. Okay, so it looks just like that. Okay, so now we're going to do the same thing on the left side. So place your hook right through those bands at the end. And remember the sacrificial band, we're going to break that off. We don't need that anymore. We're going to grab another C-clip, which is attached to here, and just repeat it. Place all these bands on here. They do fit. Just take some practice. So it's easier to pull them out, and you can see they'll just slide right on there. This one worked a lot better than the first one. Okay. Pull it taut. Now bring that wheel on the C-clip. Just hang, push the C-clip inside that little wheel. And now you have the back part all done. See how perfect that looks? So we'll place that over here. Now we're going to work on the seat. And I'm using white for the beginning and red on the end. And if you can use whatever colors you'd like. Okay, so we're going to use 3 white bands and 4 red. So it's going to be single, and same configuration as before. Single twist, place it on the loom. Another single twist right on below. Now we're going to do a diagonal, single twist. Now we're going to do red. So single twist, single twist. Oh, we're going to also connect it just like that. So we're connecting these two on this pin. Structural band, it's going to be single, twist upon itself, and just placed on here to connect these 2 pins. Then we're going to take a single, wrap it around 3 times. Okay, so that's 3, and this is your bike seat. So let's start looming forward. We're grabbing this pin, this band first. Then to the right. Then I'm going to grab this white band. And now this white band. And the final white. Okay, now we can take it off the loom slowly. Okay, stretch that out. We're going to need another single white and make a slip knot. Okay, so it looks like that now. You can stretch it out, pull apart to make the red part wider. Now we're going to make the front part of the seat a little bit more pointier, just like this one. And same techniques as before. Place your hook right through underneath that little slip knot. So it looks just like this. Then we're going to grab that end part and pull it through. Now we're going to go back underneath that little slip knot, grab the end part again, and pull it through. And now we have this little end part, and just wrap it around the seat, the front of the seat. Okay, so now it's a little pointier. You can fix the bands. And you have a cute little bike seat now. Now, we're going to make this part of the bike now, and we need 2 bands to make this a little higher. And what I do is I connect it with these white bands underneath the seat. So look at your seat and see what you want to be the top of the seat and what you want to be the lower part. I want to make this part the topper because it looks a little bit better than the lower. So I'm going to go on the bottom of the seat, place my hook through, and just grab 2 little white bands, or you can do 4. I'll go for 4. Just right in the middle, the middlemost bands. So I'm going to grab these 4. You can see how it's straight in the middle. Then I'm going to grab 2 red bands to make that. So here's my 2 red. It's going to be a single twist. Place it on your hook. Place that seat right on that single twist. just like that, and then another single twist. Now we can keep this on the hook because now we're going to be placing bands on the loom. So keep this on the side, and we're going to work on this part, and we're going to connect it to the back and the seat. You will need 7 bands going down. So a single red, twist, and they're all single twists. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and number 7. Okay, now we're going to place your seat. It's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The 5th pin. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you want the front of your seat facing this way, forward, up. You don't want it going backward because we're putting this as a capping band, so then the seat will be backwards, so we want it facing forward. So you can, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Put this down, place that on that pin bar. Make sure that seat is going that way. Now this part is another detailed part. We're going to grab another single band. Now remember, we had 4 stitches here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Right in the middle are some structural bands. We're going to open this up, and you can see the structural bands. We're going to grab a couple of them. I'm going to grab about 2 on this side and 2 here, so it's straight in the middle. So you can see that, and you can see the 2 in the middle. So those are just the structural bands. Take a single, twist it upon itself, place it on the hook, and put that seat, the back part on that band. So it looks just like that. Okay, so now we're going to place this part on here. Okay, so this is your capping band. So this is what it should look like. Okay, I'll place it just like this so you can see. And now we're just going to loom forward. So I'm going to push this down, go all the way underneath, and grab that band and loom forward. Okay, so it's thicker here. We're just grabbing this bottom band. Okay, now we're going to take another single red and make a slip knot. And we are done with the major part of the bike. Let's make a slip knot, and this is what it should look like. So now we can take it off the loom. Now it's thicker here. Take it off gentle. And this is the back part. You can bend this a little bit so the seat is more up. And now we're going to connect these two pieces together. So my handlebars are facing to the right. We bent them before, remember? Now we're going to put the hook right through this center stitch, right through this red part that's connecting the two whites. So I'm going to place it right through there. So it looks like this. Then I'm going to grab this little slip knot that we did, pull it right through, and we're connecting the two pieces together. You can pull it a little bit tight so the end part is inside the bike now, and we're going to take this part and just wrap it around the front of the bike a couple times. So it's 2 times. And here's 3. If you like 3 times like that, you can keep it, or you can do 4. And you have your tricycle basically done. So you can stretch this out. And it will stand. Just move it around a little bit. And I'm going to show you how to make the pedals now. And if you want a spoiler, how to make the spoiler and the streamers and the bell. Okay, the pedals, I actually wrapped a single band around each C-clip again. I used 2 C-clips for the pedals. If you want, you can use magic marker and color the C-clips to resemble pedals. That's what I did for the big bike. I used black and I just colored it. This one I used bands. So I'll show you how to make the pedals right now. It's really easy. I'm going to take 2 bands and I'm going to take my little C-clip, and if you want to do magic marker, you can do magic marker and fast forward this part. Take a single band, place it on the clip, and just wrap it around until the whole band is on the clip. And if you just want the pedals to be clear, you don't even have to do any of this. You just keep on wrapping until the whole band is on there, evenly spaced out. So it looks just like that. So I'm going to make another one. So I'm just going to wrap, wrap, wrap. I'm going to do one more wrap. Okay, so that's what it looks like. Now I'm going to take another band for the inside of it. I'm going to use red. And this is going to hold everything together. So I'm going to take a red band, place it on. I'm going to do a single twist first. Single twist, place my C-clip on there. Then I'm going to go through, remember we put the C-clip right here, and there's that little red band in the middle. So place your hook right through the middle part, in that red part where the C-clip is. Okay, so I have it right here, that hole. You can grab that red band and pull it right through. Keep that pedal on one side. Then I want my pedals with the round part facing that way. And then I'm going to grab my other C-clip and place that on here. Okay, now I can take my hook, and now I have two cute little petals, just like that. If your band comes off, just replace it. Okay, so you have two petals there. If you want to make a spoiler like this one, that's what the original tricycle looks like. Or if not, it looks really cute without it also. But I'll show you how to make the spoiler. And depending on how long you want it too, because some spoilers are a little shorter, some are longer, you just add bands. So I'm going to take the loom out, and you can do this on the hook too. So it's single, twist, and I'll place around like 7 to 8 bands. I'll do 7 for this one. You can have 6 bands, you can have 9 bands, however long you want your spoiler. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay, capping band 4 times around, single. Okay, push that down and we can loom forward. Okay, take it off the loom. Stretch it out. Now, it's already bending that way too, which is awesome. And what I do here is I take this end part and I just pull it over that part, and I make a little slip knot right there. And then you can do the same thing right here and just put the hook right through, grab the other 2 bands, and hide it within the piece. Now you have the end, and just like the seat, pull it over. Okay, so now it's a little pointy and very simple. I'm going to make the pointy part in the front and the capping band part in the back. And you just pull it out and place it underneath that white part. And you have a little spoiler. So if you want it bigger, you can make it bigger. If you want it smaller, you can add more bands to the end with the hook. So I just want to put those bands back on top. Okay, so we got the little spoiler there, the petals. Now the bell is super easy. It's a single wrapped 4 times around, then another single twist. Place that on here, put it back on here. So this is your little bell. You can take this off and place it on your bike on whatever side you want. And you can do whatever colors you want to. So there's my little bell, and now the streamers are really easy. I'm going to use 2 reds and 2 whites for each streamer. For the pink one I did 2 whites and 2 pinks. You can use as many as you want. So I'm going to put those 2 and these 2. So there's 4 bands here. You can put all 4 on the hook, but I like to put the 2 innermost bands on the hook, and then you have the 2 on the side, so you can see that. you can grab your 4 bands, place it just as so, grab just like that. So it looks like that. And just like before, just pull this, we're going to make a slip knot over that hook. So you have a knot now. Pull taut. So now you have a little knot at the end. And you have little streamers. And you can cut the ends of the bands too, which I'll show you too. So I'm going to grab the middle 2 bands on the other one, put my 4 bands here with the hook, place the 4 bands back on the hook, grab this side, pull it over, so I made a knot, pull taut, and we have little streamers right here. Okay, so I'm going to cut the ends. Okay, and they look super cute. So, you can stretch it out. Bring the front forward. Now you can balance it. And I want the red part bent because that's the handles. And you have a little tricycle and it's standing. It's 3D. If your seat is going back a little bit, just move it forward. They're rubber bands so they can stretch. And it worked out really nice. So, and if you're having problems with the seat going back or anything, you can also, this is a little tip, grab the little bands that are connecting right here and just pull them down and it'll make it more straight also. But this one came out perfect. It doesn't have any problems like that. So there's your tricycle. I hope you liked the tutorial. Please subscribe to Lovely Lovebird Designs. If you want to make a bike, I have the bike tutorial too. Okay, thanks. Bye.